How can you not be romantic about Baltimore Orioles baseball? Ladies and gentlemen, the Baltimore Orioles have taken the series against the Philadelphia Phillies. What a game. What a series. Whole city absolutely buzzing. Helps with Fleet Week, all of that. But man, what an atmosphere. And I am not alone helping me break this down. Of course, Kevin Ostreicher. Kevin, how are we feeling after that?
Well, I think your question should be how am I feeling after the potatoes? That's what everybody wants to know. But no, you know what?
I'm so glad I missed that. I had to go back and watch.
Well, you were probably watching for a while if you did that. But what did I say after the Orioles lost that game on Friday? I said win on Saturday, win on Sunday, and guess what? Taking 2 out of 3 from the Phillies is a damn good weekend. And look at that.
It's a damn good weekend. And it's also just everyone's in a great mood. Appreciate it to wow, time flies when you get old. And then Joe as well. We really appreciate it, guys. Man, it is just what an electric game. What an electric atmosphere. Just all around this whole weekend, Kevin. We talked about it last night a little bit, but I just want to reemphasize that place was buzzing. 133,000 fans over a 3-game home series. Insane. Yes. There were a lot of Philly fans, but that it just made it that much better. And yeah, it makes it that much better when Philly fans think they're coming taking over the ballpark to witness a Zack Wheeler gem. And then Zack Wheeler gives up 8 runs for the first time in 6 years.
I'm glad one of the 2 stars showed up today in the pitching matchup. The right one showed up.
You're right. The right one did. Let's talk about Corbin Burnes a little bit. And more specifically, before we get into today, let's talk about what Corbin Burnes has meant to this team. And in fact, in his last 10 starts, he now has 10 straight quality starts. He has 63 and a third innings pitched, a 1.85 ERA, 60 strikeouts, and a 1.09 whip. This is why you went and got Corbin Burnes. This is literally why you went. And I know there's all this stuff going around, the whole Joey Ortiz, Corbin Burnes thing because of the comments made by the Brewers pitcher. But listen, we got Corbin Burnes. I'm so happy for Joey Ortiz and how he's performing, but I'm taking Corbin Burnes 10 times out of 10. This is why you go out and get this guy, because in a rubber match against the Phillies, Zack Wheeler, Corbin Burnes, I mean, we hyped it up. The tension in this game was at an all-time high. I felt like right before first pitch, everyone in the world seemingly wanted to watch this. You know, it was just one of those awesome games, especially the hype beforehand. And like you said, 1 star showed up. Corbin Burnes, didn't matter the outside noise. He went out there and got it done.
Yeah. I mean, when you talk about that Burnes trade, Zach, I mean, even though, we're now in the middle of that controversy about Joey Ortiz and the Orioles making a mistake, according to the Brewers and all that stuff, that I think was about as win-win of a trade as you could get in the MLB. I mean, it's an it's a outside of conference deal. Outside of, you're not trading Burnes to the Yankee, or, you're not trading Ortiz to the Yankees or Hall to the Yankees. Burnes isn't getting traded to St. Louis or anything like that. You get a starting pitcher, which the Orioles, they had Bradish, they had Rodriguez, but it felt like adding 1 stud arm to that rotation was exactly what they needed. And where was Ortiz going to play if Westburg is in the equation? I mean, they essentially chose between Joey Ortiz and Jordan Westburg. They chose Jordan Westburg. I think that decision is working out just fine. Ortiz is playing great. Like, I'm super happy for him. He deserves an opportunity. He's playing really well. And you can't hate on him for doing that because, and of course, the other reason is because he's not playing for a division rival, which is great. So I think it was a win-win, but Burnes has been that steadying stud in the rotation. Baltimore has 3 aces. Obviously, we're still waiting on other updates with Kyle Bradish outside of the IL stint, but Burnes has been absolutely incredible, and I think he has been the reason, or at least one of them, not the only one, but one of them, why this rotation has been so consistent, why everything just feels like he almost feels like he's settled down everything, right? Whenever a starter went out there for the Orioles, Zach, over the last however many years, depending on who it was, there was always probably a little worry about, oh, well, is this going to be a game where the starting pitcher goes 2 1/3, gives up 8 runs? It never feels like that with any of these guys. Burnes, Irvin, Suarez, Rodriguez, Brad, like none of that. Sure, they've had bad starts this season. The rotation has. I'm not saying it's been perfect, but Burnes has been incredible for them. And yeah, I think both teams won. You know, I'm not going to pick a winner in that trade because I think the Orioles won. I think the Brewers won. It worked out for everybody.
Yeah, I totally agree. But one thing that I do know is there was one clear winner today, and that was the Baltimore Orioles. How about this offense? Every player in the lineup gets a hit except for Ryan O'Hearn, and all he did was walk twice. I mean, the lineup absolutely incredible today. All started off with another Gunnar Henderson home run. I feel like a broken record. Like Gunnar Henderson home run. Oh, Gunnar Henderson leadoff home run. Number 22 on the year. Don't take this for granted. That's my biggest thing with him right now. It's just don't take it for granted because this is special. Like it's special to get to witness what Gunnar is doing. This is not normal to have something like this go on with a kid who's 22 years old, and now suddenly he's put himself firmly in the top 2 of the AL MVP race. Rutschman obviously goes yard. You have Westberg just producing. I mean, what else does a guy do? Kowser's heating up, baby. Kowser is heating up, and another knock for our boy Cedric Mullins. Let's go one up, one down, Kevin. You can start. How are we feeling?
Yeah, I'm feeling going off of your point. You know, we've talked about Gunnar, where his spot in the lineup should be. Should it be hitting leadoff? Should be hitting third or fourth in cleanup? Look, if Gunnar is this comfortable in the leadoff spot, just keep him in the leadoff spot. Like, I know I prefer him to be like, you know, if you get guys on base, you get Gunnar up. It's better for Gunnar to hit a 3-run shot than a leadoff homer. But if Gunnar feels more comfortable leading off, then fine. Like, whatever. I'm just blown away by Gunnar, and that's what I'm saying. Hen VP, Mr. Gunnar Henderson. So I'm trying to get that picked up. But if I had to go right, a little better than Nornor, just a little better than I'd say than Nornor.
Nornor's one of some of your best work for the wrong reasons, though. I will say.
But you know what? Sometimes
like I think that's something that's going to catch on Nornor.
Yeah, I think you need some of that. One up for me. I'm going to give it to Colton today. I'm happy he's starting to heat back up. He absolutely launched that ball, by the way. Absolutely Unreal. Launched that thing. So we know the Orioles, look, they have a lot of different outfield options. I mean, you could give this to almost anybody in this lineup, honestly, if you wanted to. You could give it to Corbin Burnes. I'm not gonna like go down the list because I know you're gonna have your guy. And I have a guess of who your guy is gonna be, but I'm not gonna say anything. I want to see if I get it right. My one down, gotta clean up with the errors. It's just it's been a lot. I haven't before the second game, I think, in 4 of their last 5 games, they had at least 1 error. I think 5 errors in 4 games. Obviously 3 today on the scorecard. Just gotta clean that defense up. I know it didn't really matter today because they won 8-3. Also, I guess one down. Can we talk about these fighter jets, man?
What's that a down? Was that a down?
I mean, it was a down for the MLB in terms of why are there fighter jets flying over the stadium, but it wasn't up because it was just so funny at the end of the day.
Yeah, I will say though, Kevin Brown, incredible call where he mentioned that fighter jets flying around while Nick Castellanos is up at bat, and he said it was very on brand, and I was like, that's incredible.
Yeah, it was down for the delay, but up because of everything that happened in the delay. Like without the delays, we didn't get nearly as much entertainment. So
yeah, all right.
I will call it a net up for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna go my down first. Why did they waste 5 minutes of our time with that one not hit by pitch? Like, that's my down. Like, we will never get those 6 minutes back of our lives where the umpires kept getting together. Then they're like, I don't think it hit him. And they're like, all the runners, stay where you are. We got to figure this out. And then, like, they went back, but then they put the runner back on first. And then they're like, okay, we're good now. Oh, now the Philly manager's getting tossed. Oh, never mind. Let's actually challenge this now. Oh, he never got hit in the first place, just like we said. That was just, if I'm going to pick it down, I'm in the game. Orioles bullpen at the end of the ninth inning. I hate using 3 guys in the ninth of an 8-3 game. But, like, if I'm going to down for just the overall game, why did we waste so much time on a very clear he was not hit by the pitch? The umps got together, said he wasn't hit by the pitch. Then the Phillies get tossed. People are crying. Babies are screaming. It just all felt out of there was no reason for that. My one up, I don't think you were going to get this. I'm not going to lie. My one up is Nick Vespi.
That was who it was. That's who it was. That's who it was. That's who it was. I knew it was going to be Vespi. I was going to say Vespi. I was going to say it. It was Vespi. It was. I swear to you on everything. I'll eat 5 raw potatoes if it was not. It was Nick Vespi.
Yeah, but I got to give it to him, especially with Danny Coulomb. Uncertain. We'll see kind of as updates come in with him and his elbow soreness, inflammation. Nick Vespi, you can't send him back down. You can't send him back down. They've already sent him down 5 times this year. So he's going to be here. And we've all asked for an opportunity to see Vespi long term. He's a lefty that you look at. You saw it today with the 2 strikeouts. He can fool guys. He's not an easy guy to hit. Absolutely love when Nick Vespi's up here. If him being sent up and down this many times to the point where we now have to keep him is the reason that he stays up here long term, then it was worth it, because I think he is going to be a weapon and an important part of this Orioles bullpen down the stretch run. Down if they want to make a playoff push. If you want to make a playoff run, Nick Vespi, Danny Coulomb or not, CNL Perez playing well or not, if you have another lefty that can come in there and get outs, especially strike guys out, we talk how much the Orioles need that like strikeout guy that you can come in and he can go get strikeouts. Vespi can get strikeouts. I loved what I saw from him today.
Dude, can we go over this bullpen in this series? Keegan Aiken comes in and gives this team 3 innings of scoreless ball. Everyone's favorite Oriole brought
real fast. I do want to clarify. So they can send Vespi down because of the St. Louis one didn't count.
Right.
I guess they also had, he came up for the 27th man. This guy, they're going to find ways. He's probably already been sent back.
Yeah. But again, like Keegan Aiken comes in, gives him 3 scoreless. Everyone's favorite Oriole, Brian Baker, comes in, shuts it down. Craig Kimbrell shuts the door twice on the Phillies. You got Nick Vespi coming in, showing his stuff off. Like, what a crazy bullpen series this weekend was for the Orioles. Just guys who, there were a lot of questions, a lot of, oh no, what's going to happen here? And they absolutely shut it down, man. Unbelievable bullpen series.
Incredible. I mean, I absolutely love how this Orioles bullpen is just such a weird stat. So, and I understand, I saw this and like the timetable of this is short. I understand that. But since June 3rd, the Orioles have the best bullpen ERA in all of baseball, and it's not close. Less than 1 run a game. So, yeah, well, less than 1 run, earned run average, so per 9 innings. This, Kevin, we've said it from the start. It's not the lack of talent that's stopping this bullpen. It's the consistency. And if we've said it for how many weeks, if they can just get it going and stay consistent, yeah, you want to add another piece or 2 to make it over the top. But it can be a damn good group with this bullpen.
Yeah, and I for some reason, I wanted to look up Thiago Vieira just to see what his contribution of that was. He dropped the ball on the mound last night for a balk. So that is about how he is going. His appearances with the Diamondbacks, 3rd of an inning, he ended up picking up. What did he end up picking up? No, nothing on the 3rd of an inning. 1 2/3 against the Padres the next day. 2 hits, 1 run. So they're using him as like a long man in Arizona right now.
He must just be eating innings.
Orioles.
Guy who I will say, everyone's favorite. I guess Tiago took over for him as everyone's favorite because of that Kansas City game. Yohan Ramirez is pitching some great baseball for the Dodgers, which is like the most expected thing ever when a guy just randomly goes to the Dodgers. And but he was literally in extra innings against the Yankees with the bases loaded. Like they brought him in and he got out of it. And I was like, what is going on right now? Yohan Ramirez, dog.
Yeah, that's correct. He went Mets, Orioles, Mets, Dodgers, right? Is that how he went?
Yeah.
So
Mets, Orioles,
crazy,
Mets,
unreal. So yeah, and yeah, the context behind the block, by the way, is he was told to do it. So thank you for the clarification there. Right, as I was looking up the actual stats and didn't see the clarification. So context is important, by the way, in a lot of these deals. Now,
the intentional balk is the funniest thing.
Yeah, it had to be Tiago.
I think
it had to be Tiago Vieira, didn't it?
I think Kimbrel's done that a few times. Like I think that was a big Kimbrel thing where and this was like when he was with Boston, I think. But he would tell, especially when like stealing signs was kind of big, like that was kind of like in the height of all of that going on. He would tell people like if they got a runner on second that didn't matter, he'd literally just step off, drop the ball, and just be like, go to third.
Yeah.
Like, you're not relaying
strategy.
Yeah. Look, I was gonna say Kimbrel has done it. I was gonna say I remember when we first signed him. I think I posted about it. That's why. Where I was like, so hyped for Kimbrel balks.
Do we get one this year? Do you think we get one this year?
I hope not, because that means there's a man on second.
Yeah, fair enough.
Well, never see him ever have a base run.
Well, I'd say that the buzz behind the series, Zach, super anticipated throughout, the last 2 weeks leading up to this series. Everybody wanted to see how the Orioles are going to respond to it. First 2 games were barn burners. First one was just absolutely crazy. A lot of stress, a lot of heartbeats racing. So I figured for the prop today, we'll just do this and then we'll keep going. This is a frog. All right, now let me explain. This is a chime. It's like it's a chime thing. So we're going to do, for each Orioles dinger, we're going to have a relaxing ding to de-stress from that Orioles Phillies series. All right, so we'll do 4 dings with the dinger frog, and we'll all just relax. All right, so
I love the thought that you put into this stuff. It's just every time I think we can't top it, it's incredible.
Well, I don't want to like reuse props over and over and over again, because then it just gets boring and unoriginal. So I really need to like think outside of like 10 different.
I'll tell you, think just down in 2 raw potatoes was definitely outside the box.
Well, yeah, that took me 2 hours to do, by the way. But
all
right.
I went back and
Everyone,
looked at the stream, and I was like, why is this stream 2 hours long?
I started playing videos from our old streams while I ate the potato, because I'm just like, I can't talk and eat at the same time. So, all right, everybody breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. 4 dings on the ding. I think it was technically 5, but whatever. We move anyway. So there was the prop.
I love it. I absolutely love it. This is why you show up to Postgame. This is why you show up. You never know what is gonna happen.
So yes, this is officially the Ryan Ripken show. This is the Ryan Ripken show dinger frog.
Dinger frog.
For all the dingers.
This is awesome. That was incredible. That was absolutely incredible. But speaking of the home runs, I've seen a few people talk about it. How cool is it? Oh, we both just said that. Yeah. How cool is it? Adley, Gunnar, Colton, Westy, all hitting bombs. In the same game against Zack Wheeler. That was one of just such a full circle moment for the Orioles. Like all the young guys, all drafted within 2-3 years of each other. And you're just like, okay, Like this is like what was promised. I talked last night on the show about taking it all in and understanding we're at the light at the end of the tunnel. Like that was one of those moments where you're like, wow, like we've come a long way from 110 losses to all these guys that we were accumulating and saying, hey, we just got to wait for these guys to get here and it's going to be different. We got to wait for these guys to develop and they'll be different. And now they're here and by God, is it different?
Yeah. I mean, these are your stars showing out. I mean, we talk about all the time how it doesn't have to be the stars every single day and all these guys in the lineup can contribute. But look, your stars are stars for a reason. Gunnar hitting in that leadoff spot where, again, we've talked about it. He just feels so comfortable in that spot. Adley doing Adley things. He's been on a tear for practically the whole season, multiple crazy hitting streaks. He's showing the power off, seeing the entire field. He's been incredible. By the way, catching Corbin Burnes today, which storyline.
Yeah, I hate that that's a storyline.
It is. I think it's a bigger storyline than I thought it would ever be. Like a much bigger storyline than I thought it would ever be. I don't know.
A storyline. No, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think it's hilarious that was like, even if he does just prefer McCann catching like that, we see that all the time in MLB. Like, I think people forget Clayton Kershaw only let AJ Ellis catch him. Like, even though AJ Ellis was not the starting catcher,
yeah,
he was the guy that would catch Kershaw every single day. Martin Maldonado was literally hitting like less than 100 for the Astros, but Verlander refused to pitch to anyone else. Like some of these elite guys, they get a guy that they're comfortable with. Yep, Maddox had his own catcher. It's one of those things where some of these top guys, if they like how a catcher, the feel that they get, the connection they have, why switch that?
Yeah.
I still think game one of the playoffs, it's going to be Adley catching Corbin, but I'm not too worried about it.
Yeah, no, I'm not either. But then, and I know it feels like Zack, Jordan Westburg, like by Jordan Westburg standards, has been in like, I don't even want to call it a slump. I don't think that's even the right word for it. But like his hits are huge every single time. Like he'll go 1 for 5 and it's like a 2-run triple, or like he'll go 1 for 5 and it's a homer, 1 for 4 and it's like a double. Feels like his hits are huge. So Jordan Westburg, Zack, let us produce. That's your famous line, and it rings true. But Tony Taters, again, delivers not in the home run department, but he's still – you talk about the peaks and valleys. We are on the way up with Tony Taters right now. He, I think, is one of the hottest hitters, if not the hottest hitter in baseball at the moment.
Without a doubt. And it's like going back to Jordan real quick. Yeah, he's batting 268 over his last 10 games and only 4 times. So 4 times did he not get a hit in a game. So got hit in 60% of the games, but it does feel like he's in a slump. Like it's weird. Like he's one of those guys where even when he's just producing, some people you're like, it doesn't feel like he's getting on base. And then you look back at the games, you're like, oh, his downside is he's hitting 270 over a week and a half. So it's just absolutely insane. Kevin, I'm not going to lie. I'm about to jump off this to go grab a charger because my battery is at 2% on this computer. So I'll be right back.
All right. I've been there. So, all right. Let's keep talking those. Joe wants me to address if I know Top Gun. I know of the movie. Have I seen the movie? I will I'll say no comment on that one. You can assume what you want to assume with that. Going back to the game, we haven't gone through, like we talked about Vespi and talked about, Burnes and everything. But speaking of, look at this. Zack leaves. We just got a rotating cast of guys here. Ryan Ripken, you might know him from the Ryan Ripken Show. He's here right now. Orioles. How you doing, Ryan?
I'm good. I mean, I already knew the answer to you not knowing movies because 3 things you can count on: death, taxes, and Kevin has not seen any movie that people have been entertained with, especially on a day like today. Kevin, you don't get the references, the flyovers. It is what it is. You're a good kid. Yes, a little bit of a surprise entrance here because I do have to get going. Are you having a good day, though, Pumpkin?
I am. You said what? Pumpkin?
Pumpkin, yeah.
Yeah, that's. Thank you for the nickname. Is that we're just gonna refer to me as Pumpkin from now on? That's what.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of nicknames for you, Kevin, but that's just that'll be for us to know and for others to find out. But for everyone, hope you guys are having a great Sunday. Happy Father's Day to everyone out there. Whether you are a father figure, whatever it may be, to somebody, it makes a difference. And I just want to give a shout out because and especially to me. Calvin's the only time I'm going to be nice to him. I appreciate the lessons I've learned from my dad. He can be a pain in my ass, but he probably feels the same way about me, but I wouldn't want it any other way. I learned a lot from him in a lot of different ways. And there was an article on USA Today that Stephen Borelli put out. It's on my X page, but I think it's really good for the younger generations or for people that are looking to try to pass some lessons on or some insight. I thought Steven did a great job, so check it out if you can. Okay. Where do you want me to go with this, Kevin?
Let's talk about Zack and I just finished talking about the power display, so why don't we get your thoughts on that? You got Gunnar, you got Adley, you got Mr. Jordan Westberg, and then Colton Cowser, the Moon Man, doing his thing. This is a power team, Ryan. They're showing it. And if they're going to hit the long ball and do it this way, especially off of Zack Wheeler, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah, real fast, this is just a random thought. Is it me or does Colton Cowser low-key have, like, if we're talking about power, like distance, he might have the most pop on this team. When he gets a hold of it, I think he hits it further than anyone on the squad. I mean, casually hits 443 today. Okay, your turn, Rip.
Yeah, you go, Ryan. What do you get?
I was wishing this was an Orange Crush instead of, hydrating. I actually am hydrating, but, Deep Eddie has sent me some great stuff here. So, yeah, this is great. But now I just want an Orange Crush. Just sounds nice, especially after a nice win for the team. Like, man, how do I celebrate? Besides, if I'm not having tequila, an Orange Crush would sound incredible. All right. So what I want to talk about at least, hey, if you're really damn good at it, just keep hitting the ball out of the ballpark. And I think this is something I talked to you guys in the past. You play good teams. You face great pitchers. It's a fun time when you're a player because you want to go against the best because you think you're pretty damn good. And the Orioles lineup obviously felt that way, and then they tagged Zack Wheeler. And you're going to have those types of games, right? But this Orioles lineup right now is so deep, and the fact that 4 of their young studs, I'm glad the national audience got to see this young, talented Orioles team go out there and continue to hit the ball out of the ballpark against one of the best teams in baseball. It's crazy to me, but I'm glad people are finally getting to see it. But it's a reminder that star pitchers are going to get hit. But I think that's even more valuable to say on the other side with Corbin Burnes is that there's going to come a time that Corbin's going to get hit and get lit up. That's baseball. But if where it's June 16th and Corbin Burnes has not allowed more than 3 earned runs in any single start, that to me is the level of consistency, giving your team a chance to win every time, and really, in today's case, clamping down a team. You get ahead, don't give them life. Orioles keep tacking on, and whammy. It's a victory. That's all I got. That's all I have to say about that, Kevin.
Wow. Good. Well, remember, I told Zack, remember what I said after they lost that rain delay game? Do you remember? I said, win on Saturday, win on Sunday, and take 2 or 3 from the Phillies, and that's a damn good weekend. Right?
Yeah.
And so we are now officially halfway through the gauntlet.
I was just about to bring this up.
Congratulations, Baltimore Orioles.
Yeah.
You have an off day tomorrow. Go rest. Go.
Incredible.
Incredible. The Orioles finally have an off day. And it's funny because going into this stretch before the season, we had put out a video a month, I think, before the season about the June stretch, about how tough this stretch was going to be. Orioles are 11-5 in 16 games in June. A lot of us, in my hand, I'll put it up. I said, hey, with this gauntlet of a schedule, the talent that you're playing, 29 games in 30 days, only one off day. If you hovered at 500, that was good. That was a successful June. The Orioles don't seem satisfied with sitting at 500 during June. They're going out and they are kicking ass and taking names at every single stop. Doesn't matter the team, doesn't matter who they put out there, who's in the lineup. The Orioles are just finding ways to beat these best teams, and they're solidifying. I think if there was ever a question, any more question about if the Orioles were legit, if this team's legit, if this team can be there for the long haul, they've all been answered over this past, I'd say, just June in general, because this is some of the best baseball, even in the losses we talked about Friday. It's just they're playing great baseball, win or lose, so you can't not be happy with where the Orioles sit right now.
And how happy would you have been if I had told you before June started, these first 16 games, the Orioles, I mean, technically that first game against Tampa was May 31st. I'm going to count it anyway. They take 2 of 3 against Tampa. They take 2 of 4 against Toronto. They sweep the Rays in a 4-game series. They take 2 of 3 from the Braves, and they take 2 of 3 from the Phillies. How happy would you have been? I would have been ecstatic.
Yep, that's exactly the word. Ecstatic. It just.
Well, yeah.
You'd say ecstatic too, Ryan?
No, I'm saying I just expected them to go out there and play a pretty damn good brand of baseball. I think that's the other part. I see some comments, and it's true. The gauntlet part is that you got to play so many games in a row. Yeah. But the advantage is to Baltimore because they don't fear anybody. They're a really good team. So why would you go out there and be like, man, if we play well this point, to them having a bad month is not in their DNA right now. So, like, to me, I was expecting them to have a winning month. Yeah, damn right. Being a 500, okay, you can walk away going, yep, that'd be great. But as a competitor, and this is the reason why this Orioles team is so damn good, you're like, nah, F that. This is fun. We're having a great time. We're going to go kick your ass, and we're going to keep moving. And so whether they do that on a nightly basis, they're not going to do it every night, but that's a reason why they're so resilient. You know, you lose a tough game against the Phillies in the opener, which was just like cinema. Well, guess what? You bounce back. Tony Taters, shout out you. Then you close it out against the Phillies. It's just they don't fear anybody. And when you don't have any fear, you have the ability to go out there. And I got to talk to Ryan O'Hearn again on the field on Friday just to say what's up, just catch up after he was on our show. And he's just going, this is fun. Like, this is what we live for. Mm-hmm. And it's like, damn right. And did he also say that he ate some shit sandwiches going through his career, and that's why it's even sweeter? You're damn right. Like, these guys have been – some of the veterans, they've been waiting for this moment, and the young players, they don't know any different. So I just want to point that out here. And a couple things, because I'm going to get out of here. Not that I don't like you guys. Zack, you're great. Kevin.
I try.
Kevin. No, it's Kevin, you're a good kid. I love you. But tomorrow I want to give a little bit of an update. Right now, tentatively for the Ryan Ripken Show, for people to know, this what are you guys going to end up calling this? The post prom, after prom, Kevin and Zack hug each other.
Yeah. Name is out there. It's going to get
Postgame prom, something along those lines for now. Yeah. But this is not the Ryan Ripken Show. Is what you're
correct. Whatever it may be, and the branding's still in the process here. So tomorrow, though, tentatively, we're thinking 12 to 2 p.m. I know it's an earlier show, but it's really just trying to get guests in for the time. And right now, we are going to have someone that's going to join us that covers the Yankees. So we're going to get more in depth on that. We might have another person that potentially could join us down on the farm, because I know people are really interested. So we're going to take a deeper look down on the farm with the Orioles. And then, we'll talk our normal scheduled programming show. And then for our Holy Shirts and Pants members, go make sure you're checking out the tabs, because I will keep you updated. We have a couple guests, or at least one guest tomorrow, where I'm looking to that'll be a special live stream for you guys that you guys can see. And I think that it's someone that we've had on before that I think that fans appreciate his insight. So just want to point that out there. 12 to 2 tomorrow is the general tip-off time. Holy Shirts and Pants members, please make sure you're looking at the tabs. I don't want you guys to, say I didn't tell you. And then maybe the breakdown as well. We'll talk about maybe you guys in the chats for the rest of it. Who do you want to see me break down tomorrow? Because I have a couple options. So, Kevin, that's your homework. Make sure people get a breakdown.
All right. We will come to a conclusion. I'll put it in our chat after the show.
And maybe help. And Bear Arms is asking. Sam's asking about Patreon, Sam, but we're figuring things out as we go.
Yeah. On the phone, Bear Arms membership is tough. I think there is a way, but I haven't figured it out. I think it's just easier if you want to become a member or upgrade just to hit the join from a computer next to subscribe. The phone can get very weird with the memberships. I don't know why, but it does. I don't know. Or you can go I think sometimes if you go to your Safari browser, if you have an iPhone or you're just internet browser and get the actual web page for YouTube up on your phone, I believe you can do it that way too. But yeah, I think it's easier on the computer.
Yeah, and Dredd, besides making Kevin eat potatoes.
Appreciate you. And then we also got Tommy with the 199. So
yes, Tommy. Hey, we don't forget about that. That goes towards the Banksy Fund and also just the Ryan Ripken Show, the Ryan Ripken Media. I'm ecstatic, guys. Maybe I'm just re-energized because I'm back, or maybe because the Orioles are winning games, or maybe Kevin hasn't pissed me off enough yet. Whatever it may be. But we're building something here that's special. We have a great community here, and this is only just kind of the tip of the iceberg. So I'll let Kevin and Zack talk the rest about this game, but I thought it's a good time to remind people, especially with the channel here with the Holy Shirts and Pants members, we're going to get better and better at giving the content now that I know exactly how to kind of use some things. Make sure that you guys are checking it out, and I'm teaching Zack and Kevin, except they sometimes don't know how to exactly use it yet. We're going to do a course on that together. Good kids.
Well,
you guys are. I'm gonna make a post, and then you just do it incorrectly, Kevin.
Well, that's because the thing we were using for post decided to upgrade itself without us asking, and now it is not good anymore. So,
yes. So, great. But yeah, make sure about. Again, guys, this is your guys' homework, and everyone in this chat, keep telling people what the community that we're trying to build. And the reason why these memberships and subscriptions and all this stuff, it's just for us to continue to upgrade and give you guys better content. Our goal here moving forward for rebranding is to up our content for you all. We love it. We're passionate about it. We got some good kids, but everything is being invested back so we can give you guys more and more access, especially as we move towards the fall. So that's all I got. Appreciate every one of you. Kevin, did you do some weird prop? Did I miss it?
Yes.
Actually, we have the official Ryan Ripken Show Dinger Frog.
Okay, so that is what I just read in the comments.
Yeah, so this is it's a chime. So this is the Ryan Ripken Show. So we did 4 dings for each home run to de-stress from the Orioles Phillies series. So this is the official Ryan Ripken Show Dinger Frog, everybody.
Okay, I'm going to preface that. That is not the Ryan Ripken Show official Dinger Frog.
Why not?
That is the post-prom Dinger Prom.
Do you have a Dinger Frog you would like to propose?
I don't want a freaking Dinger Prom frog. Goodness gracious.
Why don't you want a Dinger Frog?
Yeah,
it's a great question.
I will say though, Ryan, he's original with the props. That's all I can say.
Thank you.
He is, but I'm just thinking about where the hell are you getting this?
This was also Home Goods. Home Goods is the place, man. Home Goods is the place. You got Zack is a fellow Marshalls fan too.
I'm telling you right now, Kevin, I think incredible content actually would be horrible content, but it would be electric content for people who want it. following you just into a Home Goods or something, or like a flea market, and just seeing what you pick out.
This.
Oh yeah.
Dinger dog, baby. Dinger dog. This is the official pup
Look at
of
that.
Ryan Ripken Media.
Dinger dog.
Let's go. Dude's a beast.
Look at
A
Ollie.
beast. Kevin, he would kick your ass.
He has already.
He has, and he's ready.
That is true. He literally has.
Do you see him? Do you see him?
Yeah, that's the face of a dog that knows he's the boss.
Hey, why don't you get Banksy up here? Is he there?
Yeah, I'll go find him real quick. Hold on.
Real quick. This could be interesting. Hey, buddy. And this gives a time. This is Ollie, and also this is a part of the super good kicks that I think you can get when you see the emoji face. It's this guy.
Lots of people have him. Right
How do you
now.
not love this guy? Hi, buddy. Oh, he's shy. He's shy. He actually, what'd you say? Oh, yeah. I don't like Kevin sometimes either. It's tough. Zach's okay? Uh-oh. Ollie. What is that? Hold on. Ollie.
I'm so excited.
Ollie, what is that? Who's that?
Thanks. You see a dog?
Ollie.
See a dog?
You see him? Ollie, you just saw him. What is this?
He's right there. He's right there.
What is this?
He's right
Oh,
there.
he's locked in. Oh, he's locked in. Oh, he's in it. That's Banksy. I know.
You see?
You're like, how do you get to that? Okay. He only has 3 legs, though, buddy. Okay, he only has 3 legs.
This is incredible content.
This is incredible. This is okay. Oh, I know.
Look at that.
I know. Oh. Okay. Yes. We're going to get going here. Oh, yep. Well, Ollie. Okay. This is why. Does it go off the rails here? Sure. But I'll tell you what. These guys are what makes us. What?
I said, we might get off the rails, but we ain't ever been called boring.
Yeah. No. Okay. All right. This is. What are we doing? Okay. I'm going to go. Appreciate all of you. Okay. All right. You guys have a day. Have a night. See you guys tomorrow for the Ryan Ripken Show at 12.
Yeah, like 12-ish.
All right.
All right.
Appreciate you. See you guys. Thank you.
Yeah, I took him off before he could. Banksy, how are you?
He's ready to go.
What? Never a dull moment here, Kevin. There's never a dull moment.
No. Yes, he is. Yeah. He decided to go. So that was
All
fun.
right. No, that was fun. That was awesome. Shout out Ryan. He's decent sometimes. He's still in the back though, so I'm not gonna say anything nice about him.
Yeah, say one thing. Do it. Do it. Say a nice thing.
Ryan doesn't know. Oh, nice thing. Ryan doesn't know how to play NBA Jam.
Ryan don't know ball. Let him know. Everyone let him know.
Kevin, you know what? We haven't clipped that. I'm gonna go. We gotta go find the clip of Connor Norby. Oh, you did.
Oh,
you did.
Connor Norby. Okay, I thought you meant of
Yeah, actually, did I clip that? I might have clipped that.
I did. Someone might have. I didn't. But yes, for those who missed it, Connor Norby was on the show last Monday, and we got to talking about because he's a video game guy. So we talked about just what games he played. And Ryan's told him that I cannot beat the CPU at NBA Jam. And Connor said that I should give up. So
you should. I take you behind the woodshed, then the computer just does it right in front of everybody. I mean, I think Connor has a point.
I mean,
Wait until tomorrow, Kevin. Squats, NBA Jam, be there.
I haven't done
Holy shit,
anything.
content.
I haven't done anything. Okay, here my condition with the squats is I get to pick the music that I do the squats to.
Okay, we can make that
The
happen.
squads?
The squats.
Oh, squats.
Yeah.
Okay, what? Okay. No, this will be interesting. Okay, fine, deal. You can play the music. Deal.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. All right. You just got to creep, Kev. All right?
I don't know what that means.
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
That sounds familiar.
No, don't sing. Kevin? Okay. On that note, anyone in the comments, if you guys can get either creep or don't go chasing waterfalls, thank you, and I'm sorry. Goodbye.
Okay.
And there's Ryan Ripken again.
Classic. Now he's actually gone, though. So did we talk about all we wanted to talk about the game? Do you have anything else? Maybe
I think
other bullpen stuff? Not really.
No, I think we pretty much covered everything. Anything we want to just kind of final thoughts?
Actually, do you want to talk a bit about the? I mean, not that we're going to talk about it a lot tomorrow, obviously on the Ryan Ripken show. But how are we feeling about this Yankee series?
Great. How can you not be fired up about
I'm ready. I'm so ready.
The Bronx. We're going to the Bronx, baby.
First
place on the line in the Bronx. How does that not fire you up? This is what we live for. This is, as a fan, 3 games in the Bronx against the New York Yankees for first place in the AL East. If you can't get fired up for that, you're in the wrong industry.
Man.
It's one of those things where these are what you live for. This stretch of baseball, it sucked. Looking at the schedule, it's like I said last night. So many people saying the Orioles got to play the Phillies. The Orioles got to play the Braves. The Orioles got to play the Rays. They got to play the Yankees. And they got to play the Astros. No. They got to play us, Kevin.
Yep.
The Yankees got to play us. And the last time they had to play us, they lost 3 of 4. So go in. I would be very shocked if it was a sweep. But try to take 2 of 3. Very similar situation that we were with the Phillies. Just go try to win 2 of 3. I am so intrigued by Wednesday because it looks like it's going to be Povich versus Garrett Cole returning. They haven't officially named that, but it's TBA versus Povich, and that's the day that lines up with Garrett Cole returning pretty much.
Electric.
I'm so excited. Like Povich in the Bronx against Garrett Cole. Like we talk about, we want to see what some guys are made of. What are you made of, Cade Povich?
Yeah.
Go in hostile territory. 3rd start of your career, you're facing Garrett Cole and the Bronx Bombers. Can you win? We're going to hear a lot. We're going to see a lot about who some of these guys are. Last year it was big. Gunnar Henderson had a series. He had the 2 home run game, and it felt like that was one of those moments where you felt like, okay, Gunnar's a gamer. Like he's going to just go out there and win no matter what. That's what I'm looking for Povich. Not prove to me. Go out there and show me, show the world, show the fan base. Hey, I may be a rookie, but I will go toe-to-toe with the best of them and give the Orioles a chance to win. That gets me fired up.
Yeah, I'm ready for it. I mean, for as much excitement as everybody had with this Philly series, I mean, I'm so fired up for this one. This is divisional baseball. These 3 games could change a lot in this divisional race. It's been so close. I mean, we're just Yankees fans or Orioles scoreboard watching, Orioles fans or Yankees scoreboard watching. Like now you get to watch the game, same scoreboard, same teams, and whoever wins this series, I think, again, doesn't define the entire race, but it'll certainly help, especially when each game you get a game. You win, you get a game on them each time. So hopefully it's a sweep, but I'm not anticipating that. I think that'd be like a cherry on top of, hey, this is really nice. But why can't the Orioles go out there and win this series? Why can't they? They're a good team, like you said. The Yankees are a good team. Guess what? The Orioles are a good team too. 2 good teams facing off against each other. I'm excited.
Yeah, Tori said that she won't have a voice after the series. I don't know if you can tell, but this morning I woke up and I did not have a voice. Also, we want to talk about this morning. Hold up, Kevin. I was spraying the ball all over the field on slow pitch.
Oh, all right. Yeah, give us the update. Give us the down on the softball.
Yeah, so we split 1-1 with the other team. I'm not gonna lie, game 2, we just we just wanted to go home. Like, it was just bad. But I went 4 for 5, 4 RBIs. I probably could have gotten 2 doubles out of 2 of them, but I do pimp anything I hit. So I instead did the one-eye celebration going down the side. But yeah, just got runners on the pond in front of me. I had to do what I have to do. I got them, hit them where they're not. Had pulled one oppo and 2 up the middle. It was just, it's too easy.
So you guys have lost 1 game. You're undefeated.
We've lost 2. We've lost 2 now.
Okay.
So that was our second loss. We are still the number 1 team, but we'll.
So when did the playoffs start?
Probably like August. We'll be playing until like August. I think we have like 6 weeks left.
Okay, so still a long way to go.
But then, like, we also might have rainouts. Like, this league has, in some years, when we have a fuck ton of rainouts, we'll go until like September. It gets bad when we have to like leave games where like the Ravens are playing. Like, that's when I'm like, softball needs to end, bro. Like, like, why are we playing this?
Well, because it's early. It's like a 9 a.m. start time, right, or something crazy.
Oh yeah. No, that's always the fun. Is 9 a.m. showing up to the field. We're showing up to the field at 8:55 for that 9 a.m. first pitch. The other team is like, dude. So, I'm telling you right now, we actually, for a while, we would do the big thing we would gamble on the night before was over under pukes, because it is 9 a.m. on a.
Does that usually go over?
It depends. Like, we've gotten better at it, like, of the, surviving that aspect. But there were, especially the earlier years of us doing it, there are times like Saturday, like, you're sitting like 1, 2 a.m. and you're like, we all have to be physically playing a sport in 7 hours. And it's not a good realization to have. I will say that. It's never fun when it's 2 a.m. and you're out having fun, and then you realize you have slow pitch softball in 7 hours that you have to be active for and like running. So yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I'm known for calling my own pinch runners a lot. You're allowed 1 pinch runner an inning, and I use it whenever I can. Like,
every time.
Kid.
Well, what's your speed compared to everybody else?
No, 1, not good. 2, with the effort I'm putting in. Remember, I turn doubles into singles because I pimp them. I'm not extending the bases. But literally, so my one friend who was batting like 5, like with the order, like he was like 5 people behind me, and he has a sprained ankle or something, but he has to get surgery on it, and so he's in like an ankle, like he's got a brace on. He can't really like run anything, but he still plays. He just hits. I knew he was batting behind me. Still took that runner.
That is cruel.
Yeah, and then he got a single, and they were like, "We need a runner." I'm like, "We can't use one. We can't use one." And they're like, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "Sorry,
So you were talking about me being cutthroat during the apocalypse question when I said I'm grabbing the weapons and I'm taking everything from everybody. That is real life cutthroat from you right there.
It is 9 a.m. I am not running. Like, there's nothing. It's how I like to say, there's nothing the hungover, unstretched body likes more at 9 a.m. than quick, sudden movements, quick, sudden burst of energy. And yeah, it was tough today. I love playing catcher for slow pitch. Like, if we have enough guys, I'll go play catcher and just shoot the shit with the ump the entire time. And we make fun of everyone. It doesn't.
Now, have you ever been ejected?
No, but I do usually get, because once I become friends with the ump, I usually have him give warnings to my own team. Like if they talk shit to me, I'll be like, "Can we get a warning
that's
over there?"
okay. That's electric. That's electric. All right, I love that.
Yeah, no, like so, like my one friend will like, if I didn't get a hit the time before, and then like a ball gets past me, he'll be like, "You're just killing us out there." And I'm like, "Blue, can we get a warning over there? Can we get a?" So like I've almost had teammates of mine get ejected because I'm like, "Hey, Blue, are we gonna handle this appropriately, or can we get this guy out of here?"
That's true. Well,
Yeah. So
I almost got.
No,
I
I'm
told you I
a-
almost got ejected in high school.
we've gotten a lot better. Okay, I'll say that we've gotten a lot better with our temper and how we're viewed by the. This is our 4th year playing in the league, and year 1 we had multiple ejections.
Mm.
We were the young team that came in, and we weren't liked. I still don't think we're liked, but we've gotten better. Like teams now will put up with us.
So there are rivalries in this league.
Oh yeah. Oh, there are teams that like, it's so funny because they're like sponsored by businesses. So like I'll see this restaurant and I'll be like, "Oh, go F those motherfuckers."
So like you're not eating there
it's literally like just what?
I said, so you're not eating there because of the league.
No,
if you see
no chance. There's a few mechanic shops.
So your car is broken down. Last mechanic on earth is this mechanic. You're not going?
Actually, we just split with them today, so maybe I would. I had a good game against them. I would do. It depends on if it's playoffs. No, but it's fine. Like there. It's more players we have issues with.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, that makes. Well, yeah, but then you associate the player with the business, and you're like,
yeah.
Oh, I hate it.
Oh, most electric thing I've ever seen is last year. It's 9 a.m. once again, and all of a sudden, like we're just out there warming up. You just hear like the fence, like there's shouting, and then like like a fence rattling of like at a baseball. And I look over, and their third baseman and shortstop are throwing hands at like 9 a.m. Like
their own like teammates.
Yeah, they're just fist to face, like pulling each other, like ripping each other's shirts, like full on thing. And then what was so crazy is they both get ejected. And the guy looks at the umpire with his shirt torn in half, and he's got like blood coming out of his nose, and with the straightest face ever goes, "What did I even do?" And it was the greatest thing. The ump lost it. The ump was like, "What are you talking about?" And I couldn't keep it together. I was laughing so much. Like they literally, and then of course that game was just, I got into it with the spectators.
Well,
that's the other thing.
I think one does. That's what it does.
Yeah, we've come a long way.
I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. Well, hopefully you'll be able to win, so you can bring. It's a different trophy every year, right? So you'll be able to bring another trophy in. Okay, maybe not broken this time.
Allegedly, it's broken, Kevin.
Okay, allegedly.
The bar does not know it's broken yet.
Okay, well, allegedly. Sorry, I meant allegedly. Yeah. Didn't want to jump.
I actually saw said potentially allegedly broken trophy last night and was like, "Ooh, it's not looking good."
It's not looking good.
Every time I see it, more screws are missing, more pieces are gone. I'm like, it's rough.
Yeah, at that point, it is what it is. It is what it is.
And I think I love this. Time to go read comments from Phillies players and managers about how they got their ass kicked. Yeah, what a great game. What a great series. I think the most American thing I've ever done is yesterday at Pickles, sitting out there talking ball with the boys, beer in hand outside the stadium. We got flyovers by all these random, stealth. And you're just like, this is so American. Like, this is the coolest thing.
Oh, yeah. We love America.
Pocket Watch, I asked myself the same thing. But they are there.
So early. That is so early.
Oh my God. And then sometimes like people bring kids because we are the youngest team. We're the youngest team by a lot. And maybe not by a lot anymore, but like the majority we are like half the age of most of our competition.
So then there shouldn't be a lot of kids if you're the youngest team, or he's just playing a bunch of teams that the players have kids.
Yeah, the players have kids.
Well, but you said your team is young, so do a lot of players on your team have kids?
No, but it's
Yeah,
always
so
really
it's the other team. Okay, I see.
yeah, which is why I get into it with them.
Get those kids out of here.
Yeah. Well, like, so my biggest thing is this is like such a random soapbox to go off on. Like, obviously, like cursing is a big thing. Like with the kids, like you don't want to be screaming stuff with the kids there. But then like their team will be like dropping all this like F-bombs in front of the kids or whatever.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they care.
Yeah, like they don't care all this. But then like one of our players will fly out and be like, F that. And they'll be like, there are kids over here. And I'm like, did you not just hear what like, and like that's kind of the stuff where I was like, no.
All right, Zach. People want to know. People want to know what's going on here.
Thankfully, I'm not celebrating Father's Day. I'm sure my mom is watching. So, Mom, I'm not celebrating.
That would have been a heck of a way to break some news. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, find out on post prom.
There you go. So
yeah. Any final thoughts, Kevin? Any final thoughts?
I don't think so. Off day tomorrow. Weird feeling, by the way. Doesn't really feel like they hadn't had an off day since end of May. I mean,
yeah, I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow.
I know. I don't. It's going to be a weird feeling. So take the rest day tomorrow, and then biggest series of the year, Zach. Yankees in the Bronx. Yeah,
biggest series since this
biggest series of the year. Yep. There we go. So that's all I
they
got.
Gotta play us, Kevin. They got to play us. Remember it. Don't you forget it.
I ate. Yeah. You're not. I'll wait till you look at the comments.
Mom.
Hey, all's good that is good. All right.
Yeah, Mom.
Not
it's
a
good
thing, so.
Appreciate your concern, but we're good, Mom. We're good.
There we go. Don't we love these post game shows? How just we can be talking baseball 1 second and then softball craziness the next.
Yeah, I mean this is why you tune in. I love that 87 people are still with us. You guys rock.
Dude, when I was eating those potatoes after everybody went off, there was still like 50 or 60 people in the stream just watching old videos of our stream with me while I just went to town on these goddamn potatoes. Like, I'm just like, whoever's staying around for this, man, shout out to you, whoever it is. Like, it got bad because when Ryan left, I couldn't talk and eat the potatoes simultaneously. So this is what it felt like. It felt like a car wreck, to be honest.
I'm going back to.
We rewatched the Pittsburgh food video. We rewatched you and I talking about Bradish last week and the good old days of when our concern level was back to 2s and 3s. And why did I eat them like apples? Because I wanted to have proof I ate them. So when I held up the things at the end, it looked like apples, and I had to snap them in half to prove to everybody they were not apple cores.
You're literally just rewatching.
I am. I am. One of my friends came in the stream and said, "Are you rewatching your own streams on stream?"
You look so miserable.
It was physically I felt fine. Like maybe there was a little stomach upsetness, but it wasn't like all that bad. It just tasted so disgusting. Like I couldn't eat a lot of it at once because it was just so disgusting. So, but you know what? Shout out Aviator, man. Gave the 50 within literally 30 seconds. So he gave the people what they wanted, and I had to deliver on it because I made my terms. So yeah, if you want to watch me try to eat potatoes, 2 raw potatoes for 2 hours, you can go back and watch our last stream, although that's not going to be happening probably ever again. So
the potatoes?
I mean, unless
if somebody gives
I'll never say never, but
somebody gives $100 right now, would you do it again at this moment?
I can't right now because I have to do like locked on stuff in an hour. But like, I mean, look, I will do anything for anything. Like, okay, maybe not anything. That's a stretch. Not anything, but anything within reason. For anything.
Kevin will do anything. You heard it here first.
Yes, committed to the bit. So
Absolutely fucking love it, Kevin. All right, we think we're good.
I think we're good. All right, let's wrap up here. We'll be back again tomorrow for the actual Ryan Ripken show. Again, this is the Orioles post-game prom. So Zach and I headline this for the most part. Ryan will pop on at times. Rocco will as well. So will Brad. Headline?
Yeah, I think that we headline it.
We're the headliners here, and then it's Zach and Kevin featuring Ryan.
Yeah,
Ryan, Brad, and Rocco, and then of course the Ryan Ripken show. That is Monday and Thursday in studio for the most part. Sometimes, we're just all doing different things. We're not, but that is in studio for the most part. And then, of course, this Orioles post-game prom show is under the Ryan Ripken Media umbrella. Also, on the way out, put down below who you want Ryan to do a breakdown on. We forgot to do that. So let's wrap up the show. The name that you want to see Ryan do a breakdown on tomorrow. Ryan does, again, breakdowns. We have a big video board that we do. So what player do you want to see Ryan do a breakdown of tomorrow? Put that in the chat. And while we're waiting for that, Fatos fan saying Mookie has a hand thing. Apparently might be in danger of missing some time.
Mookie just got hit in the hand with a 98-mile-per-hour fastball. He had to leave the game. That's horrible.
Yeah, that's rough.
That's awful. That is literally Mookie Betts. He actually dream podcast guest of mine, Mookie Betts. He's so good at everything. He's so good at everything. And Jerry Harrison Jr., friend of the program, has been on a few times, and he's talked about Mookie as well. And the fact of he literally, like, if he wanted to be in the NBA, he could. If he wanted to be in the NFL, he could. So it's just, he's that good. He bowls 300s. Like, he's just so good.
Good at everything. Every single thing. So, all right. Looks like Colton Cowser won by a vote of 1-0. Second. There we go. 2. All right. Cowser with 2 votes. My Kevin eating potatoes breakdown got 1 vote by Joe. So that down 2.
We're gonna do something. I'll do something with that. I'll break it down on the big board.
Casey sent me a hilarious picture I'm going to bring up tomorrow of me. The bite is the potato. And then Ryan's face is literally just like just disbelief. So I'm gonna be bringing that up on the show tomorrow. But all right, Colton Cowser, it's getting the votes. I see Joe saying Mullins. I have Tori saying Mooman, Dread, Aviator in here. So looks like Cowser's the winner. So I will pass along the word to Ryan to do a Cowser breakdown tomorrow. Beautiful. There we go. So all right, Zach, you ready to get out of here?
I would love. You know what? I'm making it happen. I'll break down I'll edit a video and break it down on the big board. Kevin eating potato.
All right. Well, we'll do that. That'll be maybe for Holy Shirts and Pants, or maybe you'll put it out on Twitter. Who knows? So, all right. Yep.
Oh no, I'm doing this. I'll do it on the show.
All
This
right.
is gonna be a live breakdown.
All right. So Cowser breakdown and Kevin Potato breakdown.
Yeah.
There we go.
Where else?
All right, Zach. You wanna send us home?
Yeah, okay, everyone. Thanks for joining. The Orioles win 8-3. Take the series. How can you not be romantic about Baltimore Orioles baseball, baby? But that'll do it for us here on the post-game prom show. Appreciate all of you, and we will see you tomorrow for an edition of the Ryan Ripken Show at like noon. Send it away, Kevin.